Hello everyone. Okay, so we're working on our culottes. Culottes are women's knee-length trousers cut with full legs to resemble a skirt. So culottes are those kind of trousers that you see. It's only when they open their legs that's when you realize that it's a trouser. Most times it looks like a flare skirt and all. So we'll be looking at the required measurement. Required measurements, we have the hip, the body rise, the crotch, and the length. So note that all measurements are to be taken in centimeters. So the required measurements in the hip, the body rise, crotch, and the length, and the desired length. So basically, culottes are not supposed to be more than your calf. If it gets to the foot, it becomes a palazzo. So we'll be taking our measurements. Please come. So the first measurement we need is the hip. Measurements have to be taken in centimeters, unlike the inches. So now I'll take our hip round the circumference. Make sure you're standing right, and then the tape going around the bone, just slightly below in front. So our hip is 99 centimeters. Next is the body rise. Body rise measurement. To take the body rise measurement, you need to sit on a hard surface. Either it's stool or this, but not your couch. So you sit on a hard surface and you take body rise measurement. So if you take a body rise measurement, you place your tape on the waist or wherever you place your trouser. So this is the waistline. Take it down to the seat like this. So this is the body rise. Our body rise is 26 centimeters. And then we need the crotch. For crotch measurement is taken from the top, from the front part of your waist, going in between the inside leg to the back. So you place your tape, hold it in front, and then allow the tape to go in between her inside leg to the back. So turn so we see. To take your crotch, this is it. So for this, make sure you can, after taking this measurement, make sure you can walk and you can squat safely. Squat. Okay, yes, stand. So the essence of this measurement is so by the time you're sitting or anything, your back, your waist is not showing, so it's sitting right on you. So this is our crotch, 64. Remember, all measurements have to be taken in centimeter, and then the desired length of your culotte. So are you okay with this length? It can be shorter, it can be longer, your choice. So our desired length is 42 centimeters. So that's what measurement we need for the culotte. Okay, now, so for you to draft your culotte, what you need is your basic skirt pattern. So you need your basic skirt pattern without the zipper. That's the first step. Basic skirt pattern without the zipper. See, I've drafted my basic skirt without zipper. Of course, we don't know how to draft our basic skirt, so that's why you need to draft your basic skirt. So next, we go to the next step. Step 2 is for you to get your point 0. Point 0 is marked right at the top of your CB line. This is my CB line. So this becomes my point 0. So the first step is draft your basic skirt pattern. The second is to locate your point 0, which is at the top of your CB line. So next is to get point 1. So 0 to 1 is body rise minus 4 cm plus 1.5. So my body rise here with the measurement I'm working is 26 cm. So body rise minus 4 cm plus 1.5. My body rise is 26. 26 minus 4 is 22 plus 1.5 standard. So that's 23.5. So I'll measure from 0, 23.5 downwards and mark. This is my point 1. This is my point 1. Okay. Next, 0 to 2 is the end length. So this is the length of my skirt. This is point 2. So next to get 0 to 3. 0 to 3 is halfway of 0 to 1 minus 1 cm. So what it means, halfway, that's half of 0 to 1, minus 1 cm. Half of 0 to 1. So my 0 to 1 is 23.5. 23.5 divided by 2, that will be 11.75. So that's approximately 11.8. So it says 0 to 1 is, to get point 3 is half of 0 to 1 minus 1 cm. So I have 11.75 minus 1 cm, that's 10.75, which is 10.8. So this is my 0.3. I hope you understand that. 0.3 is half 0 to 1 minus. So what you need to do, get your calculation of 0 to 1 and then remove 1 cm from whatever you get at the end of the day. Next, 1 to 4 is 1/8 hip measurement plus 2 cm. 1/8 hip measurement. So the hip measurement is 99 cm. So what I need to do is divide 99 by 8. I repeat, 1 to 4 is 1/8 hip measurement. So I have 99 divided by 8. That's 12.375. So that's approximately 12.4. So 1 to 4 is 1/8 hip measurement plus 2 cm. That's 14.4. So I'll measure 14.4 from 0.1 out. 14.4 and mark. So this is my 0.4. So I'll square it out. Don't forget, 1/8, that's you divide your hip measurement by 8 plus 2 cm. Next, you get your 0.4 and then you square down from 0.4 to the hemline. So the same measurements, make sure you square straight line out, and then you can connect this, the length. So we have our 0.4. Next, from 0.1 on angle 45 degrees, mark 3 cm out. Now this is my 0.1 on angle 45 degrees. We all know how to get our angle 45. Now place your half circle like this on the 0.1 straight line. This is my 90, and then I'll mark my 45 here. Now use your ruler to square it out, and then measure 3 cm on angle 45 degrees. So this is angle 45, and then I'll measure 3 cm out and mark. So this is the 3 cm on angle 45 degrees. Okay, so this is my 3 cm. I'll just erase the remaining angles, so I know this is what I'm working with. Okay, next, join 3 to 4, passing through the 3 cm on angle 45 degrees. Now I'll bring my French curve. The most important thing is that your French curve must touch the 3 cm on angle 45 degrees. Now we're trying to connect 3 to 4. So when you turn your French curve, make sure it sits on the 3 cm and then it's sitting on the 0.4 line, because there's no way of your French curve will get to 4. So it just needs to sit perfectly. So one thing we cannot do is put our French curve like this. It must not go below. It just has to sit on 0.4 line like this, and then you connect. Make sure it touches your 3 cm on angle 45. So this is it. Now we're done with the back of our culotte. Next, we move to the center front. So for your center front, you know, if you've drafted your pattern, your basic skirt on a pattern, your center front is like the edge of your paper. So what you need to do is add an extra paper to it. You just cut a paper, add like 10 to 12 cm out on the left hand side, which is your center front. This is our CF, this is our CB for basic skirt. So you just need to add extra paper like 10 to 12 cm long. So because I'm using the board, there's nothing for me to add, so I'm using this part of my board right now. So add extra paper 15 to 20 cm out. Next, 0.5 is marked right at the top of your CF line. So this is my 0.5. 0.5. So even if I have added paper, this is still my 0.5, because the line where you take it down, you'll be able to locate your 0.5. Next, 5 to 6 is body rise minus 4 plus 1.5. Body rise minus 4. My body rise is 26 cm minus 4, 22, plus 1.5. That's 23.5. So I'll measure 23.5 from my 0.5 downwards and mark. This is my 0.6. 0.7 is your end length. Next, 5 to 8 is midpoint of 5 to 6. So that's 23.5 divided by 2. Now it's 11.75, which is 11.8. So this is my 0.8. Next, 6 to 9 is 1/8 hip measurement minus 2 cm. To get your 0.9, 1/8 hip measurement minus 2. Remember at the back we did 1/8 plus 2. So this is minus 2. So I'll do 1/8 hip measurement minus 2 cm. So the hip measurement is 99. We'll divide 99 by 8. That's 12.375, which is approximately 12.4 minus 2 cm. That's 10.4. So from point 6, I'll measure 10.4 out and mark. So this is my 0.9, and then I'll square it out. Make sure your line is straight, please. Very important. Square out and square down. So hem nice. So I'll just connect this one up. So I have my 0.9 here. Next, from 0.6 on angle 45 degrees, mark out 4 cm. So same thing we did at the back, that's what we repeat here. You place your tape to get your 45 degrees on 19. This is my 45. And then I'll use my ruler to connect. Next, so on angle 45 degrees, mark out 4 cm. So I'll go 4 cm out on angle 45 and mark. So this is the 4 cm. Now I don't need this, I'll just erase it. Next, join 8 to 9 with the French curve passing through the 4 cm on angle 45 degrees. So I get my French curve, connect 8 to 9, passing through. So you just need to keep rotating your French curve, and then it sits perfectly. You connect. So for this one, it gets the 9 and it gets the 8. So this is it on culottes. Well done. Okay, hold on. So before you do, remember the length we worked with was our basic skirt length. So now you need to bring your length of your culotte. The length that we want to use is 42 cm. So I can just measure from the top of my pattern the 42 cm. From the edge of your pattern, measure your 42. Okay, so my 42 stops here. So that means I want it very short. If you want it longer, you can just increase the length. That's how it works. So measure your 42 and square out. So this becomes my new length. So this becomes my length. This is the length I want. Now I'm going to erase this one, this part. So this is the length I'll be working with. But if you want to use your skirt length, you can still make use of it. It doesn't matter. So you erase it. So this is the length I want, and I can also add my 1-inch seam allowance, your hemming allowance. I mean. So you add your 1-inch hemming allowance down here. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and then 2 lengths. Drop my lines. So this is the hemming, 1 inch hemming. So that's it. Thank you.